Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. My name is Kevin Doe here with Equipboard. Today, I will be doing a review and demonstration of this Swirly Little Wonder. The pedal that I'm holding here is the Boss VB-2w Vibrato pedal. Released as part of the Waza series, the VB-2w is a reissue of the original Boss VB2 Vibrato pedal, reissued in all its glory, as well as adding a few extra tweaks and features. The original VB2 was issued in the 1980s and has since become a much sought after pedal on the used market, usually fetching many hundreds of dollars. Thanks to the Waza reissue, players are now able to get their hands on a fantastic clone of the original circuit with those modern features at a much more reasonable price point. Like the original VB2, the VB-2w is an all-analog vibrato pedal, with the vibrato sound being based around a Bucket Brigade chip, providing the modulation effect. So on the face, we have a few controls here to set your vibrato sound. We do have this rate control, which controls the speed of the modulation effect. We have a depth knob, which controls the intensity of the modulation effect. We also have this rise time knob. What this essentially does is set the amount of time that the vibrato effect comes into full force as soon as the pedal is stepped on. So if you turn this all the way to the left, the second you step on the pedal, the effect pretty much comes on instantly. If you turn the knob all the way to the right, the amount of time between you stepping on the pedal and the effect coming in full force increases. It creates kind of like a ramp up effect, like you would get with, say, a rotary effect. So as soon as you step on the pedal, you sort of get this smooth transition to your vibrato sound. Now, another interesting feature about this pedal is this mode control. Here, you set one of 3 different operation modes for the pedal. On the first position, you have the regular latch control, which means that step on the pedal to turn it on, step on the pedal to turn it off. And with like all Boss pedals, your signal passes through the entire circuit when bypassed. Traditionally, Boss pedals are not true bypass pedals. They're buffered bypass, meaning that your signal still goes through the entire circuit. If we move the mode switch here to bypass mode, and basically what that means is that when the pedal is turned off, your signal still goes through the circuit, however, it bypasses the Bucket Brigade chip. This means you sort of get a cleaner, purer guitar tone coming out of the pedal when the effect is off. It's not true bypass, but there are less things in the way. And later on in the demonstration, with the pedal off, I'll show you the tonal difference between having this on latch mode and bypass mode. There are some tonal differences between the two when the pedal is off. The drawback for this is that if you are in bypass mode and you turn on the pedal, according to the manual, the effect transition won't be as smooth as it would be if you had this on the regular latch mode. However, this is all personal preference. Some will prefer one way, some will prefer the other. And this final and third mode is unlatch mode, which basically means that this pedal becomes a momentary switch for the effect. So, let's say you have just a couple of notes or a particular line that you want to have the vibrato effect on. So, rather than doing a bunch of tap dancing, turning the pedal on and off at key times, with unlatch, step on the pedal to engage the effect, and it will stay on as long as your foot is on the pedal. The second you take your foot off, the effect bypasses. And like with all Boss pedals, you can power this using a appropriate 9-volt DC adapter, or as with all Boss pedals, simply loosen the screw, lift up the plate for the foot switch, and inside you will find an easily accessible battery clip. And it would not be a Boss pedal if it didn't feature that all metal tough as nails, will survive a nuclear disaster construction. This pedal is built to last. Now, while the Waza line reissued a bunch of pedals in all their resplendent glory, Boss has added a couple of extra tweaks to this one so that the modern player can have some options. The first one here is this jack marked depth. Simply put, if you have an expression pedal, simply plug it into this and you will be able to manipulate the depth control on the pedal using your foot on the ground rather than bending over and twisting knobs, removing your gaze and your intense rock look from your audience. The other fun thing about this pedal is this settings control found here. A little toggle switch. The left side marked S, the right side marked C. When the switch is pushed all the way to the S, the pedal's in standard mode, which means that you get the original VB2 circuit. Moving the switch over to the C engages custom mode, which gives you a newer modulation sound that has been tweaked by Boss engineers. This custom mode uses a different waveform and has probably a bit more of an intense vibrato sound than standard mode. However, regardless, both modes are very usable and very musical, and it's always nice to have a couple of extra options at your disposal. Anyways, enough jibber jabber from me. Let's hear how this pedal sounds. For this demonstration, I will be using my Fender Naventa Telecaster. Amp sounds will be provided by the Bass-Dude plugin from Plugin Alliance. And the room reverb that you will be hearing is from the Brainworks Room plugin, also from Plugin Alliance. Also note that for the first demonstration, I will not be engaging effect. However, I will be moving between the Latch and Bypass modes so that you can hear the impact this function has on your guitar's tone. So, who is this pedal for? Well, simply put, if you like vibrato, this is a very good choice. If you are a fan of the sound of the original VB2, but want to stay away from the prices on the used market, which can be quite high, you have nothing to lose by going with this option. Both vibrato sounds are fantastic. This pedal is extremely versatile and can do everything from just very subtle movement to all-out seasickness, just with the twist of a couple of knobs. Having the two different modes really allows you to select a vibrato sound that works really well for you and your rig. And the additional latching and bypass modes do add a bit of fun to this pedal, allowing you to really decide if you want to have this on, or using the unlatch mode just to turn it on for certain key moments in a tune. So, if you've enjoyed this video and demonstration, why not give it a like? Share it with your vibrato and modulation loving friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you are subscribed or you just subscribed, don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you are notified of new videos the moment they become available. We hope you've enjoyed this review and demonstration of the Boss VB-2w vibrato pedal. Once again, for Equip Board, my name is Kevin Doe. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.